3, 2. We're not starting the video like that. Ladies and gentlemen, the day has finally arrived. Tonight, we start a brain-melting psychotic chapter. Welcome back to QFC. Yo, Yousif, what's going on?
Where am I?
What are you talking about,
Where
right?
am I? What is this?
I was so confused. What's going on?
Where am I right now?
Why you sound like that?
Who are you guys?
Why? You...
I'm the Weeknd. Who are you guys?
Oh shit!
Is this QFC? It's nice to meet you guys. Yeah, it's the Weeknd.
You good?
No.
All right, but No, but in all seriousness though, we are finally going to embark on this journey of what is considered to be the greatest trilogy known to man.
Cool.
And that trilogy starts with Abel's 4th studio album, After Hours. Now, in case if you guys are wondering why we're even treating this trilogy all, grand and everything, well, think about it this way. Like, we all know that The Weeknd is unfortunately going to retire and kill off that character. And after this final album, he is going to go by Abel. And so, we're actually from Toronto. So, for us, we felt like there's a certain responsibility.
Yes, sir! Rap the six! We found the 6! Yes, sir!
This is not only going to be a celebration of one of Toronto's most iconic names and careers.
Woo!
I mean, also because of the fact that he's one of the greatest artists of our time. But to also be able to give that proper farewell to him and the alias that we've all been sort of attached to for all these years.
This is ultimately how we'd want to reintroduce the trilogy to y'all.
Not just any trilogy.
The superior trilogy! Well, honestly, guys, we do understand the legacy and impact of the OG trilogy. Of course, we're not, snubbing that away
Yeah, 100%.
and whatnot. But he's evolved so much since then, and to get to the point of where he is in his journey as an artist, it's just very remarkable to see that he's webbing together not only albums, but a whole theatric experience. Alright, y'all. After Hours by The Weeknd. 4 years later, what are y'all expecting this time around? Graced by our IMAX speakers.
Right.
God bless.
Honestly, for me, I don't have that many expectations. I'm just filled with excitement and curiosity. Just because, for the past couple of years, I've had more of a personal journey with, this whole trilogy. And I feel like out of anyone here, we've had numerous conversations over the years about, our theories and, our own different perceptions of what the trilogy could even be about. So I'm very excited, but curious to see how it's going to be now that I'm experiencing it with everyone as a collective. And yeah, I'm very interested to see what will come out of that.
Yeah, see, for me...
Uh-oh.
Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, anyways. So, for me, the last time that I...
Yo, so what happened, bro?
Bro, this shit got too tight, my nigga. Anyways, After Hours. I think the last time I listened to this album was at least a year or a year and a half ago. So it's been some time. I will say that I really like The Weeknd as an artist. I love his voice. I love everything that he does with it. I love his
Everything he does with it is crazy.
Alright, no glazing, man. I'm just saying, he's a very talented artist, okay?
Right.
I will say that while I've been listening to him for a very long time, I haven't formed a super deep connection with him as an artist. And I feel like I've noticed that more recently with Vip and Bag hyping up the trilogy, the series, as this grand thing. But I'm just like, what is it? What is it there that I'm not seeing? I feel like I've listened to him more kind of casually because I enjoy his music, obviously, but there's a lot more to the music that he puts out, right? There's worlds that he's building. There's themes behind it, right? So I'm more excited to just learn what world he was building with this album specifically, and hopefully kind of get more context so that when the new album comes out, it's a much better experience for me.
Obviously, I've listened to The Weeknd before, but regarding this trilogy and this album and the following albums ahead of this, I am really lost. I have no idea on like the lore, anything behind it. Like I'm the same as Yousif in terms of being a casual listener. So I think for me, what I'm expecting is obviously knowledge, like what this album's about, connections, the conversations we're gonna have regarding this album, and kind of just everything, like where I can have my own perspective and ideas built.
Well, I haven't heard this album from front to back for like a year now. The main thing I'm expecting overall is just to see The Weeknd kind of just get into that world building state, and essentially I'm expecting of a more like a more vulnerable Weeknd, but in a different font compared to his previous albums. So that's the main thing I'm expecting.
I think the last time I honestly listened to this album from top to bottom was when it first released. Because I remember this first release during our senior year, and I remember that was like during the COVID pandemic and everything. And for those like first few weeks, I couldn't go anywhere, so all I would do is just listen to this album. And when I did, I really enjoyed it. I genuinely thought it's one of the greatest albums of all time. I feel like I still do think it's one of the greatest albums of all time. However, when I listened back then, I was mainly focused on the production, the vocals, and the melody of the songs and how it transitioned. And I felt that I was lacking on the focus of the lyrics, which is why I don't understand too much of like the themes, the storyline, the world building that The Weeknd was doing during that album. So what I'm expecting from this listen, we will focus more on the lyrics, have conversations, and that'll enhance my listening experience.
Yeah, this time around, I'm just excited to jump back into this world. I mean, chapter 1 of 3 of this trilogy. While I won't say quality for quality, it is Michael Jackson's Thriller. I will say in his discography, this is the Thriller album. And ultimately, Kissland had to walk so Starboy could jog. But Starboy had to jog so After Hours could just run the marathon. All right, y'all, without further ado, track number 1.
Let's get into it. Let's go. What?
Like, I have to explain the thing.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
So, what is the trilogy about? So this trilogy is essentially After Hours, Dawn FM, and then Question Mark, which is obviously the album that we don't know the name of, but it is going to release soon. It's important to remember that this is all one big connected story. So it's all like, it's one. In terms of like what this trilogy was even inspired from, or what the Weeknd was inspired from, there's this poem, this Italian narrative poem from the 14th century, and it's called The Divine Comedy. And it was written by Dante Alighieri.
You said the 14th century?
14th century. The best way to sum up what this poem is even about is pretty much an allegorical representation of the soul's journey towards God. So it's a lot deeper than just like, you know, like it explores concepts of like philosophy, spirituality, theology. Like it goes deep. And so in this story, well, we as readers, we pretty much see Dante and his journey through Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso, which is pretty much hell, purgatory, and then paradise, or heaven.
Inferno,
Purgatorio, Paradiso.
Yes.
Inferno, Purgatorio, Paradiso.
All right, hold on, everybody.
Inferno, Purgatorio, Paradiso. One last time. Inferno, Purgatorio, Paradiso.
Hence, because of the fact that we know what the concept is about when it comes to the Divine Comedy, it's safe to assume that After Hours could be labeled as pain if you just sum it up to in one word. Dawn FM would be regret, and this final album would be rebirth. Which is why I'm sure we've seen the teasers, and you notice how like,
The
it's
visuals,
like the younger version of Abel. So that's why. In case if you guys are just like, why the fuck is it some random kid? Yeah.
Yeah, who's that, man?
So it's cool because now us as the listeners of this trilogy, we're essentially gonna see The Weeknd's own version of the Divine Comedy, I guess.
That is so sick.
All right, y'all. Track number 1, Alone Again.
Suppressing who I was inside, so I threw to the
fuck do you start an album like
Wow, man.
that? Holy shit, man.
What a first track.
Bro, it's like, it's something about him where, with his intros especially, he doesn't just create something as simple as an intro song, but it's almost like they're portals.
That's a
entering
good
this
way to describe
dimension.
it, yeah.
It's not just, okay, it's track number 1.
Yeah.
Like, bro, he will bring
there's
you
substance,
into that
yeah.
world.
Yeah.
If that song was
Oh.
just the first half, it would be like, ain't
I
no
wouldn't-
other song
Best.
ever touching that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like that is the greatest shit he's ever put out.
The first half.
The first half.
Yeah, okay,
If
I
it
agree.
was that by itself, not to say the second half is bad.
Yeah.
The singles alone kind of paint a picture as to, okay, this is what I'm kind of expecting the album to
Right.
be. So just coming off those singles and going into the album and having this as your opener, I mean,
That's strong, man.
Crazy, man.
That's-
This is bro.
it's a bold way to start your album off. I mean, he started the song off saying, "Take off my disguise.
Yes.
I'm living someone else's life,
Mm-hmm.
suppressing who I was inside, so I throw 2001s in the sky."
So I think, if anything, this already kind of sets the image. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, another thing I forgot to mention to you guys. So obviously going back to the whole trilogy thing, right? And like After Hours is essentially almost like hell. So LA, like Las Vegas, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
is like the
The
imagery of
scene.
that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
That
it's just
makes
important
sense
to
now,
know,
actually, yeah.
Because after that, he says, "Together we're alone. In Vegas, I feel so at home.
Okay, there we
I'm
go.
falling only for the night, so I throw 2001s in the sky."
We get an idea of, okay, this character and his mindset.
Yeah.
He likes it. He likes
This-
the fact
whole
that he's in
scene.
hell.
Yeah.
So he doesn't mind this. You see, you gotta look, like, there's that too.
Oh, okay.
So it's like he's so paradoxical in this
Yeah.
album, and it's so like irritating, but at the same time,
Yeah.
It's the essence of human nature. at the end of the
exactly.
day.
Because
Yeah.
it's like, think about it. He's saying alone again, and he's somehow like, I'm living someone else's life, suppressing who I was inside, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
But then he still admitted, like in Vegas, I feel so
I
at
feel
home.
so at home,
It's
yeah.
like no matter what, it's like I'm addicted to this
It's like
pain.
an innate
Yeah.
kind of
Yes.
enjoyment for that.
And like saying, so I throw 2001s in the sky. I mean, we could obviously assume that's like
in a club or something.
strip club,
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is, casino.
Yeah, when he says I'm living someone else's life, bro.
Yeah.
Could he be referring to like, kind of like his life is puppeteered, in a sense?
He has to keep putting on this persona, but no one actually knows the real him, kind of thing.
Which is great because in promoting this album, that whole Jimmy Kimmel
Right.
clip, right? He goes on stage, he smiles, and then that whole one shot of him just walking down the
The
hallway.
After Hours
where-
short film.
The short film.
Yo, let's save that, all right?
Oh,
we got the.
sorry. Just a little
Yeah.
teaser.
This one line, he says, "Oh, how much to light up my star again and rewire all my thoughts." It's like he's admitting that his light has gone out in a way, which, like, I mean, you can think of it as him kind of admitting defeat in terms of life, maybe.
Right.
He's at his all-time low.
I like how you mentioned that whole stanza because that can also allude to spirituality in a sense.
Yeah.
So much of his light has been drained. He
Yeah.
is the star, right?
Yeah.
And being so indulged and lost in this lifestyle, in this quote-unquote hell of
Yeah.
a place, he's so deep into it that it's gotten to the point in wanting to use financial means in
To cover
desperation
up.
Fill in that
to
void.
fill in
the
that
spiritual,
void,
yeah.
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So he's almost finding anything around him to fill in this void other than himself.
Yeah.
And to
So
that,
they were so alone.
call me up and I'll send for you. Take me down to your altitude. I don't know if I can be alone again. I don't know if I can sleep alone again. Check my pulse for a second time. I took too much. I don't want to die. I don't know if I can be alone again. I don't know if I can sleep alone again. Drugs or women right there.
That's
you can
the
either be
whole
talking
scene,
about
right?
drugs.
And then, I don't know if I can be alone again. I don't know if I can sleep alone again. So clearly we can tell he has this insomniac
This fear.
fear, or
Yeah.
just like he is an insomniac.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like he's not sleeping clearly.
Bro needs to just take some melatonin.
Melatonin.
You sure you wanna tell this guy to take melatonin, bro?
Oh, I'm
Anything
sorry, bro.
pills regarded, bro? This
Oh,
guy was just
bro.
fucking.
Alright.
Why you gotta say that about him, bro?
But I'm just saying,
He has a
imagine
fiend,
this character
bruh.
if he took melatonin pills.
Nah,
You think he's
nah,
gonna
nah,
take
I
one?
ain't gonna-
He's a what?
He's a what?
What?
We going.
What is he?
What
is
I
he?
call
No,
him?
you said he's a
Fiend? Fiend?
after alone again. I guess it's too late. Track number 2.
I let you down, I let you on. I never thought I'd be here without you. Don't let me drown inside your arms. My thoughts inside my mind. When the darkness comes, you're my light, baby. My light, baby. My light when it's dark. I'm too high, baby. Too high, baby. 'Cause I know right now that
I will say is that ending sequence. The sound effect that he was using for, like, it was like a brr, brr.
Right.
That was a very interesting choice.
Plus accompanied with the little those
Yeah.
oohs at the end.
Yeah.
You know how I've always seen that, and the fact that he kept that outro long too.
Yeah.
Cause the song's called Too Late, right? And it's like
Yeah.
it's way too late to save our souls. I always imagine those voices being like the voices of the soul, the souls.
Yes.
Well, he already starts it immediately with "I let you down, I led you on. I never thought I'd be here without you." So that's just crazy already.
Damn.
It's like, yo, bro.
This guy was on that time.
And then he's like, "When the darkness comes, you're my light, baby. My light, baby, my light when it's dark." So it just adds more into the character's mind.
Yeah.
You know, like the psyche of who he is. It's like, okay, so clearly he's so codependent on this woman or just anything around him but himself.
It gets to a point in which he says, "I can't trust where I live anymore. Sources say that we're done. How would they know? We're in hell. It's disguised as a paradise with flashing lights. I just want to believe there's so much more."
That
Whoa.
line right there, "We're in hell," is disguised as a paradise with flashing lights, is like the perfect sentence of what After Hours is. He's saying, I just want to believe there's so much more. So once again, to add more notes into the psyche of who he is. So there is hopefulness in him to a certain degree. It's not like he's fully just like a nihilist, you know?
There's hopefulness, but I feel like there's also, like, he acknowledges that the chances of him getting out are like
Less
very-
than zero.
like less.
Pun intended. I mean, it's so deep that it's like, sources say that we're done. How would they know? How?
How would they know?
How would they know?
The life of the like Fame 2 with paparazzi and everything is like, bro, it's fucked.
Everything is just
But that's one thing I love though, because look at the ad-libs. Because after he says, how would they know? In brackets, just kind of like, they know, because they know, because they know. It's like, and it's like so quiet, faint at the back.
Yeah.
But it's like, you just know
They
that,
know 'cause they
man.
know.
Like, you're just trying to convince yourself that it's not true. He's saying, and ooh, I tell myself I should get over you. I said, ooh, I know I'd rather be all over you, trying, but I just want your body.
Oh.
Riding slow on top of me,
Hey!
girl on top of me, I
Hey!
want you. Now, the thing is, just the song too in general with the whole like, it's way too late to save our souls. First off, I do think that is metaphorically speaking about the lifestyle of Hollywood and like LA and just like, you know what they say, right? I don't
What
think
happens
that.
in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I don't think that. I'm just saying. So it's crazy how it's been all about soul talk, but then until that bridge, it becomes more like the infatuation.
Yeah.
Like
he just lets
the
it
body.
consume
It's
him.
so just purely the physical world.
It's like part of him wants that, like that darkness.
The ending to me, like just that outro, to me it sounds kind of like the rising action, but he's
Oh.
also drowning at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, I pictured like, bro, what's the scene in Get Out? The sunken place.
Right.
He's in the sunken place where he's just going like this. Right? And then it's just, bro, it's just that the instrumental of it all is just foreshadowing that eventually he will get out. Obviously, I don't know.
Do you personally believe he'll get out?
Yeah?
You sure about that?
Next track we got, Hardest to Love. The song is so underrated, man. It's about to be sick.
You traveled me so many times. Crying out behind smiles. And I can see right through the lights. Yeah, 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 yeah. And we had us dead inside. You're acting like it's still alive. And you still wanna make it right. I know, but I've been the hardest
that done?
Scared to Live. Track number 4.
When I saw the signs, I should have let you go. But I kept you beside me.
I just want to say something real quick. His breath work during the song,
Yeah.
crazy. You'll know what I mean.
Pause.
What do you mean by that,
You'll
bro?
know what I mean.
I know things will
Look at
never
whispers.
be the same. Tell me loves will never be replaced. I'm the reason you forgot to love. So don't be scared to live again. Be scared to live again. You always miss the chance of over someone else. Cause your heart only
Look what he
chance
does
of
with his
over
breath.
someone else. Cause your
That's it.
heart
What do you mean?
That's all intentional.
They try to win in love, but there was nothing left. They just made you feel lonely. I am not the man I used to be. I refuse to be the one who takes your heart. So don't be scared to live again. Be scared to live again. I should have made you my only. When it's said and done. So now, scared to live again. Scared to live again. I said,
Alright, y'all, let's take it back to
Yeah, we
Artist
did.
to Love.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, uh-huh.
Yo.
Let me break it down the lyrics.
Nah, he's too excited, man. He's too excited.
I don't like how you're excited,
What is
bro.
that?
You try with me so many times. You're crying out behind the smiles, and I can see right through the lies. And this is now Abel speaking from like her perspective, or more so like how she feels about him.
Damn, so she's getting involved now.
Yeah, and then here, and what we had is dead inside. You're acting like it's still alive, and you still want to make it right. I know.
Wait.
So clearly, this thing, it's not unrequited.
Yeah.
It goes
It's
both
two-way,
ways.
Yeah. Because I was
It's
gonna
toxic
say.
at the end of it.
Yeah.
I think he's a lot more cognizant this time around.
Yeah.
Understanding, okay, this is a fucked up situation. And then obviously the refrain is, he's been the hardest to love, you're trying to let me go, he can see it. It's that toxic attachment style relationship. In the second verse of this song, he says, I don't feel it anymore. The house I bought is not a home. Together
Damn.
we are so alone. Yeah. Don't regret the day we met. Don't forget the time we spent. Forget that we're in different beds.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Plus that line, the house I bought is not a home, just keep that in mind. It's a staple lyric. Yeah, so it's like in the beginning of the track, he's like telling us obviously how this girl feels about Abel. And then later on, as the song progresses, we're seeing this thing of like, okay, but I could also see that you're trying to let me go. So we're in a different stage now where it's like, even though if that is how she feels about him, the situation they're in right now is like they're on the brink of falling apart. So he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Because now I'm thinking about the storyline and how this album is progressing and his character specifically.
Right.
Because he's saying, because I've been the hardest to love. So he's addressing that. He knows he's been
accepting.
the hardest to love, right? So what if throughout the album he's self-realizing more and more as it progresses?
Yeah, and then with Scared to Live Again, he starts the song off saying, when I saw the signs, I should have let you go, but I kept you beside me. And if I held you back, at least I held you close. Should have known you were lonely.
What? This kind of adds on to your thing, how he's progressively becoming more and more conscious and aware, and he's almost entering a deeper level of like vulnerability.
Yeah.
And it's like he's aware of these toxic patterns and how he doesn't change anything for the better.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything is you're furthermore plunging yourself deeper and deeper, constantly wondering when the spiral will end.
Yeah.
But he's beginning to pick up the pieces and understanding that this will only end if I can come to terms with the reality of the situation. Hence kind of wanting to let this girl go. In that chorus and pre-chorus, he says, I know things will never be the same. Time that we lost will never be replaced. I'm the reason you forgot to love.
Damn!
So
don't be
taking
scared to
heavy
live again.
accountability.
Yeah, heavy accountability. Obviously, the honeymoon stage, all that yada yada, you're in
Everything,
love,
yeah.
all that movement. But then
Yeah.
you get to that point in which it was either a power struggle or something else happened in the midst of it that didn't allow neither of them to elevate.
Oh, I mean, the chorus. I
Don't
think
be
that's
scared to live again.
damn.
That speaks for itself.
Like, it's ironic because it's like there's actually a lot of maturity.
Yeah.
Yo, but you know what throws me off though, bro? Bro, he's just reminiscing on it, talking about how he was in the wrong and shit, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
But then he has this one line where he's like, and if I held you back, at least I held you close. Which is throwing me off, bro, because
What do
it's
you
so different compared to all the other lyrics, bro.
So imagine you had a girl, right?
Oh,
And
I
it-
could imagine. I'd love to
Alright?
imagine that.
But yo, even though things are still like not where you want it to be, you still love this girl so much that like you still want to be with her. So even though you know it's still going bad, you don't want to let her go.
Hence the toxic cycle. It's like these two just have too much love for each other. They know it's bad, but you're just gonna
But
keep.
It's not even
ignore
like a transactional relationship at that point. It's an attachment.
Yeah. To end off the song too, when he said, "I hope you know that. I hope you know that. I've been praying that you find yourself. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. We fell apart right from the start."
Again, the
I should've
maturity.
made
Yeah.
That next track, bro. Oh my god, is actual crack cocaine on this album.
Hey.
Ooh.
SNOWCHILD.
Shout out to Toronto.
This might just be one of the hardest ways to start your song off. Not just sonically, but just lyrically. Like, it's just, oh my god, man.
I used to pray when I was 16. If I didn't make it, then I'd probably make my wrist bleed. Not to mislead, turn my nightmares into big dreams. Whole squad mobbing, even though we only 6 deep. I was singing notes while my niggas play with 6 keys. Walking in the snow before I ever made my wrist freeze. You couldn't find me like I'm off. Cover girls jumping out the page like they pops. Spending all my money on these niggas that I brought up. Taking care of families for my brothers when they locked up. Double cup leaning, couldn't even breathe in. For that money I was feeding. Catholic was the mission, but now it's nigga leaving. Leaving to the night. She like my futuristic sounds in the new spaceship. Futuristic sex, giving Philip K. dick. She never need a man, she what a man need. So I keep on falling for her daily. We was at Coachella.
Oh, I like that.
Stack a couple M's like I was shady. All my diamonds dancing like they Swayze. All my diamonds hitting like they Swaley. Jet so big, got a business and a dojo. Living on the road, rocking Louis all the morning. And for that money I've been feeling. Cali was the mission, but now a nigga leaving. Leaving to the night. 20 mil mansion, never lived in it. Zero edge pool, never dipped in it. Superstar nigga in my business. Paparazzi tryna catch me slipping. Only thing I'm focused on is failing. I was never blessed with any patience.
That's hard.
No one ever
Wow.
Shit's wavy.
The soundscape of this sound is just so phenomenal, man. I always felt that in terms of sonically, it's such an accurate representation of Toronto, especially during the season of winter.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, this is one of those staple ones for me. I mean, just to start the song off, I think is just a beautiful wordplay. I used to pray when I was 16. If I didn't make it, then I'd probably make my wrist bleed. 2 ways you can look at it. One, actual wrist bleeding, suicidal,
Right.
intentions.
Yeah.
The other way, I could make it bleed, like bling blow. Not to mislead, turn my nightmares into big dreams. Whole squad mobbing, even though we only 6 deep. I was singing notes while my boys played with 6 keys.
What was
He was the one that was singing while they were playing with the.
The keys. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
Walking
good.
in the snow before I ever made my wrist freeze.
Damn. So I feel like this track is, well, first off, I'll say that the dynamic for this track felt a bit different from the previous ones, in the sense that it felt like he was talking to us as the listeners, versus him telling a story. And it feels like this track, he's kind of seeing how he progressed from his youth to, I guess, where he is now in Vegas.
So Cali was the mission, but now leaving is actually a very like famous line of his, because he actually referenced that on 2 different tracks before. One being The Morning, which was back in the OG trilogy, like 2011.
Yeah.
But then he also referenced it again on Tell Your Friends. I feel like I could only imagine how it must have been for like the OG fans. Because when they hear a line like this where it's like Cali was the mission, for a second it's like, oh, yo, I remember this. Because you're always a kid who was like, yo, you're going to order the plane tickets and you're going to make it out and you're going to go to Cali. But then now he's saying Cali was the mission, but now
Nigga leaving. Oh.
But then to have that maturity to come to that self-acceptance and making that one statement you had for a good chunk of your life become the crux of this song,
right,
that ties back into your first mission statement. It says so much.
20 mil mansion, but never lived in it.
Oh, wow.
0 edge pool, never dipped in it. Like superstar neighbor in my business, paparazzi trying to catch me slipping. This right here goes to show more so how lonely he is, his lifestyle. It's just giving more insight. So then that's why it's like after all of this, he's like, I was never blessed with any patience, so that's why
you're
he's
leaving.
leaving. I'm leaving into the night.
That makes sense. Okay.
All right, y'all. Escape from L.A.
Uh-oh.
Such a reach, all right, but it just kind of ties into the video. The way the next track is Heartless, right? You know how he gets out of the car? This just sounds like the start of, you know how it's like dun dun. It just sounds like he was powering up the car. It just hit right now, yeah.
Oh my god.
Because think about it, leaving into the night after SNOWCHILD. It sounds like so fun. You're leaving.
Right.
You're accepting.
Like, I can see that.
You're leaving it all behind.
Pillow talk to me about the men who try to get between us. They buy you bags and jewelry. They think your kindness is so weak. No, you don't give it up so easily. But you just wanna my attention. You just wanna my affection. You just want me all the time. We'll figure out our shit and find a way.
That intro went crazy.
Cause when I'm on the liquor, I go crazy. And for that pussy, you know I'm a slave. This place is never what it seems. Take me out of LA. Take me out of LA. This place will be the end of me. Take me out of LA. Take me out of LA. I'm in the spider Porsche cruising down the street. Back on black Venom covered teeth. Keanu Reeves way a nigga speed. Cause I got everything I wanted. Got the money, got the cars, got the stealing with the stars. Give you everything you wanted. But none of that matters to you. This place never what it seems. Take me out of LA.
There's 2 weekend voices. Now just follow the 2 voices.
None of that matters to you. This place never what it seems. Take me She pulled up to the studio. Nobody's watching. She closed the door and then she locked it.
Hey!
For me. We got sex in the studio. LA girls all look the same. I can recognize. Same work done on their face. I cold-hearted bitch with no shame, but a throat too far. She gon' chrome.
Please,
What is the talking about? Throw too far.
But her throat too fire. She got chrome hearts hanging from her neck, and them shits going wild. What the fuck?
Wait, what does that mean?
What's-
Yeah, but
Okay, her
oh,
throat
like
is fire. She got chrome hearts hanging from her neck, and them shits going wild.
Yeah, cause she's like, I don't understand how these musicians just activate the freakiness, bro. It's just
Bro, this
I have
nigga's-
no way.
You really want to ask this guy?
It's just,
Oh,
it's
shit.
just-
This guy?
oh, this thing! Oh, he did the tongue shit! Oh, hell nah!
Freak
Gonna lie?
off, who would it be?
Freaking
Ty
battle?
Dolla $ign or The
I'm
Weeknd?
not gonna
Me,
lie.
bro.
What?
That's
Yeah, been
crazy.
to the Diddy party, bro.
Bro, ain't no party like a Hamza party.
She gon' ride till sweat roll down her spine. She pulled up to the studio. Nobody's watching. We got taps in the studio. For
First, he starts with, "You pillow talk to me about the men who try to get in between us."
Crazy.
So already introduces, okay, there's this conflict that he's clearly having with her. When it comes to all these hoes, I'll never chase. But this world is such an evil place. Man, these hoes will always find a way. Cause when I'm on the liquor, I go crazy. And for that pussy, you know I'm a slave.
This motherfucking dirty as hell.
Well, this place is never what it seems. Take me out LA, take me out of LA. This place will be the end of me. So at this point, there's full consciousness of just like, yo.
No, this is not good for him.
I love that little play he does in that second verse where he's like, Keanu Reeves, Way a Man's Speed. That's a reference to a Keanu Reeves movie, Speed.
Right.
I think it was 95, I could be wrong. And then Diamond Cross hanging off of me. I'm fighting for my soul. Constantine. Constantine is this DC superhero who's also a demon hunter who can also talk to demons and angels.
Oh, Keanu's in
And,
that
and
too.
Keanu Reeves, it's a reference to both the show and the character and Keanu Reeves' adaptation.
shit.
Ah.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's slowly burning. It was never cheap. Ooh,
If you
his
see-
soul's slowly burning. It was never cheap.
What's that mean?
And
His soul, his soul, it just wasn't. It was. Oh my god.
Cause I got everything I wanted. I mean, think about it, bro. Got the money, got the cars, got the ceiling with the stars, got everything I wanted, but I'd be nothing without you.
Imagine doing that much, and the other person's just like. I'm not
Right.
even meaning it like as if she's the bad person in this
Right.
situation, but also just kind of empathizing with Weeknd's character in this situation. And
But then it's interesting though because there's that moment where it just like kind of goes into like nothing, and then all of a sudden the bridge starts, and it's all like, hey, she pulled up to the studio, nobody's watching. She closed the door and then she locked it for me.
Nigga
for me.
folded.
We had sex in the studio. Nobody walked in. LA girls all look the same. I can recognize the same work done on the face.
That's
I don't
crazy.
criticize. Yeah, that's actually
That's wild.
when she ride, she hold tight. She gonna ride till sweat fall down her spine.
Oh damn, this nigga
she's,
descriptive.
she's all mine for the night. She's all mine until he calls her line.
She don't mind till he calls her line.
whoa.
Why you sound like Shakespeare on this?
So that nigga. So
She's in a relationship.
That's why he's like, she pulled up to the studio.
You notice how
Nobody's
that
watching.
part specifically was in a
Hey!
whispering tone? For the first time on this album so far, I feel like he's telling a secret of his. Right? So when he's driving and then this inner thought comes out of him, it's like, fuck.
Shit.
Wait, yo.
The demons are coming back.
That's the craziest part about it because this
Lust,
all now
greed.
ties back into what the next song is going to be.
Shit.
Yo, I forgot about this.
Never need a bitch, I'm what a bitch needs. Tryna find the one that can fix me. I've been dodging death in the 6-speed. Amphetamine got my stomach feeling sickly. I want it all now. I've been running through the pussy, need a dog pound. 100 bottles getting faded in a compound. Tryna love me, but they never get a pulse down. Cause I'm heartless, and I'm bad, so I waste the heartless. All this money and this pain got me heartless. More like
banger.
Now let's just take a moment to really clock in that after all that growing, after all that maturing he's done, every track progressively he became better, more cautious, more aware of the situation, right? It goes
Shit.
back to the exact same place he was running away from.
Shit, man. Let that nigga go, man. It's too late.
He starts it off, never need a bitch, I'm what a bitch needs. In SNOWCHILD, he said, she never needs a man, she what a man needs. So this is a flip on his end, kind of indulging back into his old ways. Even after escaping from LA, he ended up in Las Vegas.
I think he relapsed because he's like accustomed to that lifestyle. Like, he's
Yeah.
trying to get away from it, but it's so hard because it's part of him.
It's like the withdrawals happen.
Exactly.
Escape from LA just makes so much sense, especially with the sequencing. By the way, I forgot to say, the sequencing of this album is perfect. Because think about it too. This album has 14 tracks. Perfectly on the 7 tracks, so halfway in, he relapses. I always consider this album as 2 parts.
Yeah.
It's like, although it is one, think of it like almost like a cycle, right? The first half is him out on the better side of the cycle.
I like how you mentioned the sequencing too, right? I think it's very integral as to how this album plays out. If one track was swapped out for the other in terms of placement, it would fuck up the structure as a whole.
Yeah.
And also in terms of how you say you see this album in 2 parts, right? Mind you, this is the journey from hell to purgatory. I mean, that's the whole trilogy, right? We're in chapter hell.
Yeah.
I feel as though this is the first half was he received this sign from God in terms of, okay, you want to figure out what the problem is, you're alone again. Let me plant that seed for you right there.
Right.
Just being alone again, right? He's given this whole time up until Escape from LA. Escape from LA, you know what the problem is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's LA. Get away from it.
And once again, I can't stress that enough. It's the way that final part was said. It was said different from anything on the album, and that was the breaking point.
So him getting that last chance. Well, I don't want to say last chance, but for the most part, is that last, virtue from God saying like, yo, from alone again to escape from LA. But you picked your card, and this time you're going back into that lifestyle. Hence him admitting that I am fucked up. I am this, that. I'm heartless. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to think how much his character just changed, bro. It's like, what happened to the guy who was like,
Just all like that.
It's like, yo, is this even him anymore?
Bro, he missed the coochie, bro. I'm telling you.
The biggest thing we take away from that music video, as opposed to the version, the single that's on the album, is that his performance under that substance is a lot more dramatized within the music video, and also it comes off, as heavily under the influence.
And so if you look at the lyrics of what he was saying,
Yeah.
I lost my heart and my mind. I try to always do right. I thought I lost you this time. You just came back in my life. You never gave up on me. I'll never know what you see. I don't do well when alone. You hear it clear in my tone. But think about it though. Yet this entire time he's talking about, yo, never need a bitch. I want a bitch.
Yeah.
Notice how once you're under the influence, the true self will come out.
The truth comes out.
comes out.
It comes out whether you like it or not.
The key phrase that was modulated, that was like the key emphasis during
Right.
that was, I'll never know what you see. And to me, I feel like that's, once again, he's under the influence, right? So
Right.
it's that subconscious to consciousness talk. I feel that was the peak of his subconscious. That was what he was.
That line in itself is the epitome of what drugs could do to you. Blur the lines between fiction and reality. Blur the lines between dreams and reality.
Don't do drugs, kids.
And what should the kids do?
Stay in school.
Funny how he became so heartless, because it sounds as if he's almost about to lose faith.
certified hood classic right there.
Yeah, I don't care what people say. Like, I get it. It's been overplayed and all. That song is just legendary for what it did, and it will forever be like a milestone song in our lives.
I mean, to also have it like flow so seamlessly in the album. Honestly, it works. It works better in the album.
It does.
Yeah, it stands as a single, but it just works so much better as an album once you get the whole.
It changes the entire meaning when it's with the album.
It's not just whoa.
Yeah.
Happy.
Yeah, you got kids singing this shit, but little do they know, like.
Light a blunt up with the flame.
That's a double entendre because, you know, light a blunt up with the flame and then light a blunt up with the flame, love flame.
Love flame. It's lit!
So I cut away the pain, got a swim into my veins. Now my mind is out of place, yeah, because I lost my faith. So clearly drug use, going crazy. And then this guy sing, and I feel everything. I feel everything from my body to my soul. I feel everything. And then he says, when I'm coming down is the most I feel alone. So
wait.
Indicator as to why he does so many drugs.
Yeah.
Because it's just like he wants to
escape the yo.
Hey, this is for the House of Balloons. Also, Kino, another thing too, production. Metro is on this beat, right?
Metro.
I'm trying to find the right wording for this. This could be a reach or just maybe me looking so deeply into it, but I just love the added touch of when after that post-chorus, when it's just the isolation of all the drums, it's just him singing over the production.
Right.
Yeah.
When the beat comes back, there's a key emphasis on the hi-hats. When he's saying, I take a half a Xan and I still stay awake, all my demons want to pull me to my grave, I choose Vegan if they hop at Heaven's Gate. It's him kind of on that talking shit vibe.
Right.
And that, it really brought out the trap side of Metro when it was just the hi-hats placement only. So it just became a trap song in that little bit.
just within that specific
moment when he's just talking his shit.
The Abel who talks shit and is all braggadocious is the world of Heartless, right?
Yeah.
Just the sound of that. So it's kind of like, so it all just connects.
Yeah.
But no, he was saying, I've been sober for a year. Now it's time for me to go back to my old ways. Don't you cry for me. Thought I'd be a better man, but it lied to me and to you. Damn.
That's
shit.
I lied to me and to you.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
I take half a Xan and I still stay awake.
Just half a Xan? Come on, dude. That's so weak. Come on.
All my demons want to pull me to my grave. I choose Vegas if they offer Heaven's Gate. So the Weeknd has a song called Heaven or Las Vegas.
Okay.
So you know normally the saying is heaven or hell. Hell is switched with Las Vegas. And that song was back in 2011. Bro, this guy said, but if I OD, I want you to OD right beside me. No, fucked up that is.
This guy's fucked, man.
No, he's on the...
He's like, I want you to follow right behind me.
Nah, you gotta watch out with this nigga, bro.
Yeah, he's on that Romeo and Juliet shit, bro.
Crazy.
It's like
Nah,
fucked up,
Romeo
but it's
and
like, you know, it's like, you know.
Bro,
He into that poetry and shit.
I lost my faith a lot. I'm losing my religion every day.
Yeah.
Time hasn't been kind to me, I pray. When I look inside the mirror and see someone I love, someone I love. So it's just him realizing that it's just...
Yeah, it's just him kind of...
Yeah,
and it's like, it still plays around with the nihilistic themes of the character, right?
Yeah.
He's given that chance, like in the first 6 on the album. From the grace of God, like, yo, I'm showing you, go this way, but then... You do a U-turn and then you're going back into your nihilistic ways of living.
And so him just saying I ended up in the back of a flashing car with the city shining on my face, the lights blinding me again. Some people also look at it from a different lens though. They think of it as if he OD'd, because you know how much he's talking about drugs?
Yeah.
That he OD'd and this is him in an ambulance.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was thinking at first.
I always saw it as the overdose thing, which is why my interpretation, even with Blinding Lights, in terms of like connecting the two, I always found that Faith and Blinding Lights being kind of one cohesive piece on its own, right? The back of the ambulance. I always found that Blinding Lights was him initiating into a comatose phase. Meaning that after Blinding Lights, he's not entirely dead, but he's in comatose.
He's in comatose. It's like a dream state.
Dream state, yeah.
Yeah.
He's just in dream state.
Because that's the thing too. It's like, you know, he's saying he ended up in the back of a flashing car. Yeah. So sometimes when it's like just I'm blinded by the lights or whatever.
Yeah.
What if what triggered that
Still
was the flashing cars?
Yeah.
I've been trying to call. I've been on my own. Maybe you can
Guy made it a country song remix, bro.
What version are you singing, bro?
I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you could show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through withdrawals. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby.
Wait, this wasn't the song?
I look around and since city's cold and empty, no one's around to judge me. I can't see clearly when you're gone. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Or when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. I see 2 ways. women and drugs.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, I can see
how do
the
you
drugs,
guys
yeah.
do you guys see things?
I see
can
women first,
but there's
but
this
I can see the
underlying
drug.
flow.
Yeah.
I also see this as a resistance in terms of wanting to die, like as so close to death as he is, as so close as to his body, his physical being is letting go. Right.
Yeah.
The soul, what's there, is not. It's still putting up a fight to stay alive.
Right.
And that's what I feel like the essence of this track is.
Yeah.
It seems like when Abel's in the car, there seems to be this escape theme we're seeing, just like how we did with Heartless almost, or like Escape from LA, and then now we're seeing with this kind of like how you said, Blinding Lights is almost like him fighting against it. Just the fact that there's kind of that parallel between the car.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that could be a reach, but
In a dream state, a car being in a moving vehicle in a dream state is considered as a bad omen, too, right? So that can also just kind of play into this whole.
there's this whole bad night
yeah.
you guys have.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, y'all. Next track we got.
Later.
I just pretend.
You know, it sounds so different.
You know what's one thing I just noticed more recently with the song?
What?
I always thought it was like fully like 80s, like even with the drum
Yeah.
patterns and stuff, right? But it wasn't until recently where I really took in how electronic the song is. Cause the background is like there's so much of that
Yeah.
Daft Punk like electronic noise.
This is the
I
first
didn't
time I'm
realize
really
that,
hearing
bro.
that on these
For
people,
me,
yeah.
I always thought it was like regular drums. But then I realized I'm like, this is more futuristic 80s. I put it more towards that than
so
I do of
many
80s.
rich textures on this.
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
Cause my heart can't take a loss. I'd rather be so oblivious. I'd rather be with you. When it's said, when it's done, yeah, I don't ever wanna know. I can tell what you've done, yeah. When I look at you in your eyes, I see there's something burning inside you. Oh, inside you. You always try to hide the pain. You always know just what to say. I always look the other way. I'm blind in your eyes. I tried to find love in someone else too many times. But I hope you know I mean it. When it's said, when it's done, yeah, I would never let you know. I'm ashamed, I would never let you know. I'm ashamed when I look at you in your eyes. I see there's something burning inside. Oh, inside you, in your eyes. I see there's something burning inside you. Oh, inside you. You always try to hide the pain. You always know just what to say. I always look the other way. I'm blind in your eyes. You lie, but I don't let it define you. Oh, define
In your motherfucking eyes.
I fucking love that track, man. That's one of my favorites off this album.
Like when I was listening to this track earlier on, right? Like you were saying, that whole
Right.
futuristic
Yeah.
style. I just thought, oh yeah, it's the pop song, and it's crazy because I think that's how we just receive it off like
Right, at face
basics.
value kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Right. I was like, yo, you're telling me this entire time, like.
I didn't catch it until you said that. 'cause
Really?
at first
Yeah,
I
bro, it
just
took
think,
so long. So we got In Your Eyes. Now, mind you, we're just coming from our theory, which we said earlier was that we're assuming he's under like a trip, and this is like comatose, it's like in a
So
dream
he's still in his
state.
trip.
That's what I personally think.
Okay.
Once again, feel free for your own interpretation, but like for me, I've always kind of seen this as like what he's kind of seeing in his head almost. So it's, I just pretend that I'm in the dark and I don't regret because my heart can't take a loss. I'd rather be so oblivious. I'd rather be with you. When it's said, when it's done, yeah, I don't ever want to know. I can tell what you've done, yeah, when I look at you in your eyes. So I've always kind of assumed that, okay, clearly there's some infidelity, like she's cheating and stuff like that. But to go back to what he was saying earlier, though, when he first started, he said, I just pretend that I'm in the dark and I don't regret because my heart can't take a loss. So this
he
is him
doesn't want
in
to
denial.
admit it.
That just goes to show even more like how mentally, like, yo, this guy is...
Holy
Cuckoo. You always try to hide the pain. You always know just what to say. I always look the other way. I'm blind. It's like, I don't want to know. Please don't tell me.
Someone
Please.
send him to the hospital, man.
In your eyes, you lie, but I don't let it define you. So he's willing to just accept, you know what? You can be in a relationship. I don't give a flying fuck. Let me just be with you.
Bro, this guy split, bro. What the hell?
I tried to find love in someone else too many times. But I hope you know I mean it when I tell you you're the one that was on my mind.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's toxic as fuck.
Bro, all they do is just fuck around with
Bro,
fuck
he
each
has
other,
like-
bro.
he has
Fuck
like a
random people.
parasite.
Let's just say, okay, everything leading up to this, even Blinding Lights, was extremely drug induced.
Right.
Blinding Lights could just be that episode, like that brief episode between reality and going into that comatose, the dream state or the limbo or whatever. Right? Going off with the comatose thing, now he's in the dream state, right? In the dream state, you can't be under the drug. I don't know what kind of drug there is, but I'm
Right.
from my knowledge, I don't think you could be in a drug-induced dream state. Like,
Okay,
like
yeah.
you can't. You're not under the drugs inside your dream. You're just like solely you.
Right.
Like a
You're just-
2-level.
Yeah,
Right.
like
Yeah.
you're just you.
Like it's
Pure-
not like Inception where it's like also
no, like he's in the final dream level where it's
Right.
like you, all the layers are peeled.
Okay.
There's nothing
Yeah,
more
yeah,
you
yeah.
can do. Just
Like
kind
he's
of
almost watching himself in third person. Like he's almost able to
Yeah.
kind of separate the
Yeah.
body from the soul.
yeah. That's how I see. Like, we're not in Save Your Tears yet,
Yeah.
but that's how I always saw Save Your Tears. But now it makes sense.
Right.
How it starts off.
It starts off with
this
Thing.
track. Next track we got.
Come on, bro.
Has to be the OG.
I saw you dancing in a crowded room. You look so happy when I'm not with you. But then you saw me, caught you by surprise. A single teardrop falling from your eye. I don't know why I run away. You could have asked me why I broke your heart. You could have told me that you fell apart, but you walked past me like I wasn't there, and just pretended like you didn't care. I'll make you cry when I run away. Take me back 'cause I wanna stay. Save your tears for another. Save your tears for another day. What made you think that I would always stay? I said some things that I should never say. Yeah, I broke your heart like someone did to mine, and now you won't love me for a second time. I don't know why I run away. Oh girl, I make you cry when I run away. Girl, take me back 'cause I wanna stay. Save your tears for another. I realize that I'm much too late, and you deserve someone better. Save your tears for another day. Save your tears for another day. Save your tears for another day. I said save your tears for another
That's such a sad song. It's like a very pretty sad song.
Yeah.
One time, I had this song playing on my AirPods, bro, and I was dancing till like 3, bro, in my room alone.
I saw you dancing in a crowded room. You look so happy when I'm not with you. But then you saw me, caught you by surprise. A single teardrop falling from your eye.
Damn.
You could have asked me why I broke your heart. You could have told me that you fell apart. But you walked past me like I wasn't there and just pretended like you didn't care. Damn.
Damn.
Fuck
This is just the classic tale of just like lovers to strangers.
Strangers. You see?
I made you think that I would always stay. I said something. I made you think that I would always stay. I said some things that I should never say. Yeah, I broke your heart like someone did to mine, and now you won't love me for a second time.
Oh.
When you see the beginning, right, and how it was like, yo, a single teardrop falling from your eye or whatever, no matter what he did to her, she still misses him. It's always going to be this toxic back and forth. Girl, take me back because I want to stay. Save your tears for another. I realize that I'm much too late and you deserve someone better. This motherfucker loves to just like contradict himself.
Master manipulator, bro.
I don't fucking understand this nigga, bro. I don't understand it. First he's doing her wrong and shit, right? And then he's holding on to her because she's his light or whatever. And then she starts fucking other people. And then he starts fucking other people.
Bro, you gotta be part of the game.
There's some truth to what he was saying because that next track is called Repeat After Me. It's an interlude, by the way.
Remember, she's in a relationship with another man.
You don't love him. You don't love him.
What the fuck? He's
You
out.
don't love him if you think of me. You don't love him. You're just fucking and means nothing to me. You don't love him. You don't love him. You're just fucking and means nothing to me. It's been too long, you changed up all the time. Why don't even try to hide? You don't have to cry, girl, let me wipe your eyes. Your eyes, your eyes, your eyes. Just repeat after me. You don't love him, don't love him, don't love him, you're killing me inside. Don't love him, you're knocking, you're just fucking me broken.
Toxic ass nigga, bro.
This guy
What is the first
toxic.
line this guy says on this track, man?
don't love him.
He starts with, you don't love him, you don't love him, you don't love him if you're thinking of me.
Fucking devil,
You
man.
don't, listen, you don't love him, you're just fucking.
You don't love him.
Alright,
You
you're
don't
just
love
fucking,
him.
it means nothing to me.
So much of everything that he's consumed has been stripped away from him. What's left is the soul and his ego. All the
Right.
drugs, the woman,
Everything's
the
just-
money, everything's gone. It's just those two things. And I think that's what's really speaking. That's the heart of this song.
It's natural to find someone to treat you right, but it ain't right if you fuck him out of spite.
Nigga,
So,
wait.
Like, we don't know if it's true or not, but we're just hearing his side, and obviously he's gonna be a bit more petty because
Yeah.
you know he's pissed, right?
Respectfully.
And it's like,
Me too.
and he's like, cause think about it, that's like a line that could hurt her, right? Just emotionally. You don't have to cry, girl. Let me wipe your eyes. It's like, fuck.
This nigga's the devil.
It's part of the game,
This nigga's
bro.
the
It's
devil.
part of the game.
Think about the
Guys,
emotional
professional
manipulation
gaslighting.
and the
Nah,
gaslighting. It's natural to find someone to treat you right, but it ain't right if you fuck him out of spite. He hurts her. You don't have to cry, girl. Let me wipe your eyes. Your eyes, your eyes, your eyes. I promise you will always be mine. Just repeat after me. You don't love him. You don't love him.
Yo, you got spells going on right now. I'm telling you.
Bro,
You don't love him.
What the fuck?
You don't love it.
Kind of going back to the theory that we were saying earlier and how it starts with blinding lights, this sort of comatose phase.
Yeah.
For me, how I've always seen it is that it goes from blinding lights all the way to repeat after me. And then the track after that is After Hours. I mean, the fact that it's literally the title track, I think this is when he's finally back into reality again.
You know in SpongeBob, many hours later, it's after hours.
Thought I almost died in my dream again. Why could I breathe again? I'm falling into
Oh, damn.
IMAX!
'cause my heart belongs to you. I'll risk it all for you.
Baseline.
Your body next to me is just a memory. I'm falling too deep. It's only
Hey, hold on.
Oh, look what he does. No.
Let's go. Hey.
my darkest hours. All about so alone and touching this crowded room. Different curves on the floor to stretch my thoughts to you. I've turned into the man I used to be. Didn't wanna wake up and see what's inside me. I just wanted to call you and say, oh baby, I need you close. I gave it all just to hold you close. Sorry that I broke your heart, 'cause I want you, baby. I've been living in heaven when I'm inside of you. It was simply a blessing waking up inside you. I'll never let you down again. Oh baby, where are you when I need you most? I say baby, I'll treat you better than I did before. I'll hold you down and I'll let you go. This time I won't break your heart. I know it's all my fault. Made you put down your guard. I lied to you, I lied to you, I lied to you. You did some things that you regret, still right for you. 'Cause this house is not a home without my baby. Where are you now when
Man,
I
his voice is
need you
so
most?
angelic.
I gave it all just to hold you close. Sorry that I broke your heart.
I swear he teared up at this point, bro.
Say, baby, I'll treat you better than I did before. I'll hold you down and I'll let you go. This time I won't break your heart. Your heart, no.
What a track, and what a track to title off your album.
This has and will
God.
always be my favorite song off this album.
The fact that it was a title track too is like, yo, you perfectly encapsulated what the fuck After Hours even is.
I personally do believe that like that very last chunk that he performed is the best vocal performance he's given in his entire discography.
shit.
I
That's how it
think
ends.
ultimately the crux of this song, mind you, in this whole dream state or whatever, being stripped, drugs, money, all goods, whatever, boom bang. This is the crux of ego death. Like his ego
Yeah.
is done. This is the end of that.
Hence the stages too.
Yeah.
Of like the beat switches and
Yeah.
stuff. Just by the way it sounds, the lyrics changes too. To
Yeah.
fit within that version of him, I guess, or how he's feeling at that current moment. Thought I almost died in my dream again. I feel like this kind of confirms the theory we were saying earlier. I'm falling into deep. Just remember that line. And when he actually says I'm falling into deep is when the beat switches. Because it goes slower. Because my heart belongs to you. I'll risk it all for you. I want you next to me. This time I'll never leave. Like, he just went from being so toxic from the previous track, like, Think about how much he kind of emotionally just like gaslighted and everything. And then you have this where it's like, oh shit, it's the after hours. I'm awake again. Like the demon side of him. And it's like, yo, listen.
The dog in him.
But then it kind of switches over. So your body next to me is just a memory.
I'm falling.
And then I'm falling into deep. You just keep falling in deeper and deeper. Talk to me. Without you, I can't breathe. Like at this point, like he's ODing almost. He's on the verge of that. Hence, like why it's so grand to remember. Like just thinking of the song too. Just the way it sounds.
It'd be the emulation of his heartbeat.
Right.
Yeah.
BPM,
And of course, the music video says something, but we're just gonna go strictly off of the theory of this
Just the
though.
music.
And then verse 2, you got my darkest hours. Girl, I felt so alone inside of this crowded room. Different girls on the floor distracted my thoughts of you. In Save Your Tears, he also said, I saw you dancing in a crowded room.
Even if he did see her in the crowded room,
Right.
he felt alone.
Right.
Although he felt alone, he's still always gonna be occupied by that lustful
Right.
nature, right? But he's still gonna be faithful to it, not completely
To
faithful.
himself, he's convinced that
Yeah.
he's faithful.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like he's still in love, but he'll be like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Put myself to sleep just so I can get closer to you inside my dreams. That's crazy.
Yo,
Yeah,
what?
nigga.
Oh baby, where are you now when I need you most? I'd give it all just to hold you close. Sorry that I broke your heart. This is when we really see how desperate he is. Personally, for me, I think this is the peak of his desperation. I think this is the most down bad we've heard him. I know I made you fall, then said you were wrong for me. I lied to you, I lied to you, I lied to you. Can't hide the truth. Stay with her in spite of you.
Oh shit! Oh my god! You gotta be kidding me!
So it's just the
Exactly.
opposite of what he said earlier. She deal with the other guy despite him.
Yes. And no matter how down bad he is, he's still it's the ego, like you
Yeah.
said.
At least he's a loyal man telling the truth and shit.
Yeah, that's it.
Loyal.
And then
I mean,
anyway,
honest.
as you did some things that you regret, still ride for you, cause this house is not a home. We heard this line earlier.
We heard this.
Yes. I said, baby, I'll treat you better than I did before. I'll hold you down and not let you go. This time I won't break your heart. Your heart. No. And this is when he also was sounding like he was like on the verge of crying almost.
Yeah.
Which is why to close out, it's until I bleed out.
That's not what he's saying.
I'm so paralyzed. I can't explain why I'm terrified. I'm so terrified. Well, I don't wanna touch the sky no more. And I don't even wanna get high no more. Just want it out of my life.
That's right.
That's right. I wanna come true out of my dreams. Till I bleed it out. I wanna come true out of my After Hours by The Weeknd.
Holy shit!
I feel like the ending of that song was like a cliffhanger, bro. Like it didn't, like it wasn't supposed to finish.
Yeah.
It sounded like he was trying to say something, but like he bled out before he could finish his whole sentence.
So he starts with, I can't move. I'm so paralyzed. I'm so paralyzed. I can't explain why I'm terrified. I'm so terrified. Well, I don't want to touch the sky no more. I just want to feel the ground when I'm coming down. It's been way too long. And I don't even want to get high no more. I just want it out of my life, out of my life, out of my life. So it's just like,
That's
bro, he's
it,
actually
almost.
scared.
Yeah.
Despite him even saying that he likes to, you know, like get high so that he could feel closer to the woman or whatever. Despite that, he's still like, no, I don't want to touch this guy no more. Never mind, I'm good. And then he's saying, I want to cut you out of my dreams till I'm bleeding out. I keep telling myself I don't need it anymore.
Wow.
And I feel like, you know, the last 3 beats we hear at the end of the song, right? I just feel like it's the emulation of his heartbeat. Like,
So obviously he's bleeding out and he bled out. But to look at the bigger picture of it, when he says, I keep telling myself I don't need it anymore, right? To me, the way I see it is, first off, I think this entire album is a loop.
Yeah.
I think he's reliving this again and again. I think that's sort of like the hell that he experiences, is the fact that he has to constantly keep reliving the sinful version of himself. And it's like, we see how close he is, but then he always ends up going back.
Relapse.
And it's like, if you're experiencing death, yet you're saying, I keep telling myself I don't need it anymore.
Yeah.
That's not something I feel like someone would say when it's
Yeah.
like, you know, it,
I feel like it's somewhat reminiscent of a cry to God. It's like that thing, why do you keep saying it? But who do you say it to normally, right?
Oh, going on with the theory of the loop, I also think so because the first track, it's called Alone Again.
Yeah.
Alone again.
Again.
Even when he
Again,
says like
alone,
check my pulse for a second time or whatever, it's almost like everything is kind of
Yeah.
just, you know.
You can see that.
So it's like it's
Yeah.
one of those things where when you now revisit and re-listen to it, it's like, oh shit, like you're not gonna pick up on it like the first time.
I pieced this album with Shutter Island, like the whole loop. Cause in Alone Again, like the first track, he's aware of what he's doing. From the start to the end, like you obviously see like how the character changes and stuff. Like okay, realizing, then just goes back to it all the way to the end. And I think like they're fine staying in this loop because they experience everything. Like the feeling of like knowing what's wrong, and the feeling of like okay, I have to get out. Then like okay, like I'm kind of out, but I don't want to commit, so they could just relapse like over and over. That whole toxic cycle. I mean that's how some people are, and I guess that's how WEEKND is with this album.
Alright, y'all. That was the end of the bass album with Until I Bleed Out, with Abel just going out kind of sad in this tale. But now we jump onto the deluxe portion. I feel like in a sense he's astral projected in some sort of a way, like where it's just like the remaining lingering bits of his spirit. It's like, have you seen Deathly Hallows Part 2?
Oh, I love that movie.
And that scene right after Voldemort kills him for the first time, right? He doesn't know he has, or he knew he had an Horcrux on him, but he's sent into limbo talking with Dumbledore. I'd assume this is kind of the same thing. I think right now
that's a
he's
good
just
word.
in limbo, pure limbo.
Yes.
Yes. Shout out Harry Potter. Nothing compares.
I'm trying hard to find the words to say. Find the words to say. Exit, I'll never make without my baby.
that synth line is nasty.
That song is so depressing.
I forgot that this song existed, man. I don't remember hearing this.
I never
bro.
heard it.
Which is
Yeah.
fair. It's like the
Really,
Lost
yeah.
Child and well, I mean, I feel like the deluxe.
But it's
version.
so good.
Alright, so honestly, I'm starting to think the Weeknd's schizophrenic. There's something wrong, man. Cause there's no way we're back in this shit again.
I mean, he starts the verse off with, "I've been trying hard to find the words to say. And then if we tried again, we'd make the same mistakes."
So don't try again, man.
And he's like, "Asphyxiated, I'll never make it without my baby. So I fill the void, I know you do the same." Okay.
Don't
And
forget
then-
that, bro.
I mean, I feel like a lot of this is pretty straightforward. It's just
He
the toxic
misses-
lover boy
yeah.
talking about how much he misses this woman. And then going into, "I try my best not to get...
Nigga, get a high again.
He tried.
Oh.
I try my
Holy
best to not get
shit.
high again, but I've been stuck inside this place for days on end." Now,
What does that mean,
this...
So I think this is in reference to Inferno.
Interesting.
Yeah.
"I seen darker days, trying to keep my faith. I sin too much to pray for you."
That's a crazy
That's a-
line.
Down.
That's
No.
one of the craziest things I've ever heard. He's like,
Yeah.
I want to pray for you, but I just sin too much that I don't know if my prayers
Yeah,
will
it's
be
badass
answered.
nigga. You leave his
bro,
girl
you gotta
alone, bro.
listen.
Ends with "Nothing compares," just the chorus again. But overall, I feel like this song is very straightforward.
It's straightforward, but at the same time, I'm like,
Sounds so good.
well, that too. Yes, that too.
All right, y'all. Next track we got "Missed You."
Convince myself to run around with someone else to forget about you. But I can't hold you responsible for the things I do. I said your name by mistake, played it off like I'm just
Yo, it did not sound like this,
Not
bro.
like that.
Crazy, bro.
What?
He said, "I said your name by mistake, played it off like I'm just confused."
I said your name by mistake.
Played it off like I'm just confused.
You not slick, nigga.
Bro, he's actually a fucking...
Yo, he's schizophrenic, bro. I'm telling you right now.
But I know the truth was I missed you. Yes, it's true. I should have known not to let you go, let you go. I hurt myself 100 times just to feel something in my soul.
Damn.
Wow.
I can't knock it even though I knew what's behind that door. But then I heard you call my name and it sounded like the sweetest song. Well, I missed you. Yes, it's true. I should have known not to let you go, let you go. Well, I missed you. Baby boo. We could have grown if I held you close, held you close.
With this listen specifically, I really took in that outro and how the volume decreases gradually, but on top of that, his speech becomes kind of like slurred and just
Yeah.
blurred out.
His voice fades into the abyss.
It's
Convince myself to run around with someone else to forget about you, but I can't hold you responsible for the things I do. I said your name by mistake, played it off like I'm just confused. But I was fronting, lying to myself when I know the truth.
And then we go into the chorus, "Was I missed you? Yes, it's true. I should have known not to let you go, let you go." Once again, I feel like these are self-explanatory. Even in this limbo phase, he still has that regret. We could have grown close if I held you close. Like, it's almost like as if he's still trying to give himself reasons for like, man, we could have actually made it work. And then verse 2, we have, "I hurt myself 100 times just to feel something in my soul." That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's
That's
a
fucked up.
crazy
Yeah, man.
line. But then I heard you call my name and it sounded like the sweetest song. You never moved on. You were waiting for me all along.
Wow.
Well, this is the thing though. I feel like he's still quite unreliable in the
Yeah,
sense
yeah,
of.
he's schizophrenic,
Do you
man.
think he's saying you never moved on? You're waiting for me all along, as in like it's something he realized, or it's something that he's just projecting?
He's
The
projecting.
Bro, that's projecting, bro.
That nigga projected, bro. I'm telling you right now, this nigga don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, honestly,
I
bro.
I don't know what's going on with him, bro. I'm curious how this is gonna close out.
After missing this girl, he closes it out with a final lullaby.
Running
was it for the After Hours.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow, that song is so sad.
Yo, Loki, I almost fell asleep during that song. Well, that was a good lullaby, I'm not gonna lie.
First of all, that is probably one of the greatest titles you could ever come up with. I mean, he starts it off with, I'm running out of time, and you'll always be on my mind, and I can't make you stay in this broken place, and I hope you find peace, close your eyes as I put us to sleep. When he says, and I can't make you stay in this broken place, that could allude to mentally
That's what I'm thinking.
that place he's in.
Yeah.
And then him saying, and I hope you find peace, close your eyes as I put us to sleep. Bro, think about it. This is the same guy who's been saying throughout this entire album how he had insomnia and he was rarely able to sleep.
It's almost like him coming to terms and just making peace with what could have been.
And then going into the last time he repeats the chorus, right? I love this subtle detail too, because he says, I can't make you stay in this broken place. But then it changes to a question. He says, won't you find peace? But in the beginning, like earlier, he'd say, and I hope you find peace.
Oh, that's sad, man.
I also think he's talking to himself on the song. Like, obviously, you could say that the first 2 lines he's talking about a girl, but how I also look at the song is that this song is just a lullaby to himself. From Until I Bleed Out, and he's still in his astral form, but then still being able to see his form in like the physical realm. That whole sense of I can't make you stay in this broken place. It's like we've done everything. We've indulged in lust, we've indulged in greed, XYZ, all of that. Perhaps this world hasn't served us any good. So wherever we're about to go now, won't you find peace there? Like at least there's a glimmer of hope.
Right.
That like we can attain such a peaceful state.
So overall, just to wrap up this whole final lullaby thing, it's just the most beautiful way to be able to say goodbye to this character who's obviously just been through literal hell.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Like, he can finally put to rest the idea of himself in this world and, you know, just everything he's been through, but it's also him putting to bed the idea of him and this woman and that it just may never work out.
Yeah, just letting it go.
That's so sad.
It's a dark track, man.
So sad.
All right, y'all. After Hours by The Weeknd. What did y'all think?
Look, I'm gonna try my best to keep this short and sweet, but all I'm gonna say is this. I'm so grateful that we live in a time in which we could experience bodies of work like this. You know, I feel like although he is such a global superstar, I think he's also one of the most underrated artists of this generation simply because people only tend to view his music on a surface level. Hence why there's this narrative of, oh, he's just this pop star who makes commercial music. But the art speaks for itself, and just watch how all of this is going to stand the test of time. I can't wait for Dawn FM. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh my god, man. Going into this, I knew that I was going to learn a lot about him as an artist because there's a lot more to his music, right? He's building worlds and there's an actual storyline that's happening. And so with this listening experience, I feel like I've kind of been opened up to this whole world. And it's honestly just amazing to think that he's thought of this and planned this out so carefully. It's mind-blowing, man. But yeah, I'm excited for Dawn FM to see what happens when he continues this.
I mean, this listen, just learning about The Weeknd and like what he had to say through the lyrics, I'm like mind blown, and like the production and everything is just crazy. But yeah, I can't wait for Dawn FM next.
What can I say, man? This is a generational album. But all I have to say is I want you guys to go listen to this album. I want you to listen to, just acknowledge the world building, the storytelling. I want you to just look at how he makes like an atmospheric presence, bro. With the vocals, the production. You understand what I'm doing right now? I'm not glazing, bro. I'm appreciating a work of art. But yeah, man, just going into Dawn FM, I just want to see where the story continues because I'm confused as fuck. Regardless of how beautiful it was, just storytelling, world building, I'm still confused. So I'm excited to see where he goes with that and just how my perspective on that album as a whole changes when we like actually do a breakdown and analysis rather than just listening to it for listening.
Yeah, no, for me, when I first listened to this album when it first dropped, I've always loved it. But now going through this breakdown of the analysis and actually like understanding the themes and the messages he was trying to convey through this album, I'm honestly like, I'm actually shook. Like, I'm very interested to see how this continues to Dawn FM because once again, similar to After Hours, I haven't really gone into the lyrics and broke it down. So I'm very excited to see what's in store.
After Hours, I think it's a incredible piece of work that Abel has constructed as a whole piece. I think just more so having an album that actually has a real universe behind it. You don't really find that common in music for the most part, I feel. And Abel, in this case, just stretching it out into a trilogy based off the works of Dante Alighieri, I think is just very fascinating to see in the space of music. But I'm just so excited to just jump back into Donna Femme and just really own it and focus on where the story is going.
That was a reaction to After Hours by none other than The Weeknd. Hopefully y'all think we did a decent job with this. Mind y'all, this is our first time ever doing a video like this, so...
And on top of that, just let us know what you guys think of this format.
Yeah.
And if it was easy for you guys to watch. And if you guys have any sort of constructive criticism, please leave it in the comments.
Constructive. Don't be out here fucking dissing us and shit.
If you guys got this far into the video.
Yes.
If you guys want like Subway Surfer gameplay on one side, follow our Instagram, link in bio.
Link in bio.
Check out our stories. I mean, in case you didn't know, we got posted by The Weeknd on his story.
Something like, go follow everything. You say Twitter, man?
Yeah, follow our Twitter.
We got Twitter, what else
guys,
we got?
when was the last time you posted on Twitter?
Oh,
Don't worry, we're gonna post soon, don't worry. Let me know what you want me to post. Me, personally.
Yousif leaked.
Nigga, what?
Normally, whenever we visit an artist for the first time on this channel, we give them flowers. Of all artists, I feel like this one's a really special one.
Yeah, this is weird.
So this is
you know what? Let
us
me get a
as
second one.
this is us as QFC giving our flowers to none other than.
Shit, nigga.
This is us as QFC giving our flowers to none other than The Weeknd.
Take them.
As y'all know, QFC has been on the road to 500K.
500.
So make sure y'all subscribe. See y'all in the next world of Dawn FM. Peace and love.